Hey, welcome back to Sutton Bourbon and Smoke. I'm Taylor. This is Forrest, and I got Kevin over here to my left. And today we are reviewing two of the Southern Spirits store picks. Southern Spirits being one of our favorite local stores in the Indian Land, South Carolina area. They've done a couple store picks here with Elijah Craig and Penelope, and we are going to get into it today. Starting off with Penelope, which they are calling
The Velvet Shortcake.
Velvet Shortcake. So, tell us a little bit about what you got here. You picked this up recently,
for
right?
sure. So, we were at one of the Southern Spirits bourbon hunts, and I didn't find any bourbon that day, but or anything hidden. But I did walk away with this one, right? So, I've never had a Penelope before. This is their Architect. Obviously, their single barrel pick, but a little bit about Penelope. They're a little bit of a younger distillery, but
yeah, they're fairly new in comparison to a lot of the other big names that you're used to hearing about.
yeah. But this one is a finished bourbon. If you're into that, it's got French oak staves in it.
And generally, a Penelope will hit you right away. It's the kind of thing I like with any whiskey, right? It hits you right away, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I love that explosion of flavor. So
yeah.
let's dive in here.
Sure. So I got the Penelope
that's
there, and then
This one here.
we got this, and the reason, of course, that we're doing these first is the Elijah Craig, a good bit higher proof. Don't want to blow our taste buds out before this one.
Yeah, for sure.
My goodness.
Man, what strikes me right away, this is called a Velvet Shortcake, so I may be a little biased. Obviously, I've drank plenty of it at this point, but
Sure.
man, you get that cherry strawberry on the nose,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, I'm getting a ton
Yeah.
of buttercream. This is this is all sorts of dessert right now.
Oh man,
Yeah, but yeah, a lot more that red fruit.
100%.
strawberry,
Yeah, man, and
the,
I know it doesn't have an age statement on it. I can tell it's a little younger though because you don't get the oak on the nose like you typically do.
Oh yeah, almost zero oak.
Yeah.
And from what we've tried already, it's not going to come through on the palate that much either. You're not getting a ton of oak on it. But man, what you are,
Man, it does. I'm getting a lot of strawberry though. I really
Sure.
am. This is like the first bourbon I've got that
Yeah.
sweeter. Normally I get darker fruit, right?
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
is new.
I'm getting that little bit of that cotton candy kind of.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that all day.
yeah, I just
For a sip.
dove in, but yeah,
It's
ton
still
of sweetness.
Yeah, still a little maple. I get a little bit
Yeah.
of maple. Yeah, I got it.
That first sip is just, it's like biting into like a strawberry shortcake or like a
Man.
nice red velvet cake. You get the
Yeah.
icing, you get the red fruit in there. Oh man.
Man, that's delicious. It's it tastes exactly how it smells. I get that berry. I'm almost getting a little bit of citrus now, but I've been drinking a lot today.
Yeah.
So
We could be getting anything at this
yeah.
point.
But I'm getting a little white sugar,
Sure.
almost like a frosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, almost no oak.
Mm.
So which is, you can tell it's young, but damn, it's good.
Yeah.
Damn, it's good.
And I think you'll find these are going to be two of our favorite store picks from Southern Spirits, and they do not miss. I haven't had a bad one from them yet. So, but these are just the cream of the crop in my opinion.
100%. 100%.
That
Yeah.
they couldn't have named that.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have named that any better. That's a velvet shortcake in a glass.
Yeah.
I don't know who's doing your picks over there at Southern Spirits, but you guys are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, whatever that palette is, they
Yeah.
match up to ours pretty well.
For sure. Keep picking.
Yeah.
We'll keep buying them.
Definitely recommend you going to Southern Spirits again. Not just for the store picks, the recommendations they give.
Sure.
They're great in the recommendations. Like we enjoy the Easter egg hunt. Like
Yeah.
great folks
Well,
down there.
I got a love-hate relationship with that Easter egg hunt. I'm not gonna lie.
well, we got our first big pull last weekend. It was Easter weekend. They were actually hiding Easter eggs. They hid over 100 Easter eggs. 20 of them had barcodes for an allocated bottle. And God bless her, my wife and child found the Old Forester single barrel proof rye.
Oh, is that here?
That is not here today.
It's not here today?
It is not here
Okay.
today. It is at my house,
of course it
under
is.
lock and key.
Yeah, of course it is.
And we might bust that out at some point. But I think one of the biggest things for us in Southern Spirits is like we're here in North Carolina, and we're state regulated. We got the ABC stores, and,
Right.
and there's nice employees there, but they're not coming out there and telling you, hey, if you like this, you might like this.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
we're really proud of this pick that we just did recently. They do a lot more store picks than some of the regulated stores up here. So you'll find that at a lot of your private stores. But we're just we're real partial to Southern Spirits right now. So we've been having a great time.
And with the East Area Cons, they'll have a table with some of the more, not purely allocated, but it'll be some of the allocated bottles or more of the rarer bottles back on the table with someone manning the table, explaining it to you. And usually those picks, you're only allowed to get one from that table.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's definitely very helpful.
I think maybe let's dive into this Elijah Craig, see what's going on here. We got the. You want me to take that for you?
I'll hold on to it.
All right. Yeah, you never know.
I want to do a little comparison there.
But again, we went to Penelope first because this Elijah Craig is coming in at 112 proof, so a little bit more. But I think it maybe
close.
drinks more of its proof than the Penelope does.
Yeah.
And Southern Spirits, for their private barrel, called this the Baked Apple. And again, whoever's naming them knows exactly what they're doing. This tastes just like a baked apple, right off the nose, right onto the palate.
Yeah, no, yeah. To that point, right on the nose here, I am getting some bacon spice, like a cinnamon, and then like a fresh dough type on the nose.
Tastes like you're about to somebody's baking a hot apple pie or something.
Man, it's just like citrus and floral note. I can't quite put my finger on, but it's good.
Yeah, this is a 10-year age stated, single barrel. Obviously, private barrel for the store. Non-chill filtered. I mean, they just knocked this one out of the park, too. I mean, kudos to Elijah Craig. Kudos to Southern Spirits for picking it.
If you've seen the video of my top
overwhelming flavor, man.
Oh, yeah. That's why
overwhelming flavor.
That's why I went with the Penelope first. I think the Penelope is a little bit more delicate. And then this Elijah Craig just comes and
Sorry,
socks you in
Kevin,
the
I mean to
face.
cut you off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Get after it.
So my top five, right? This one's in my top five, and I won't go through the story, but this is grandma and apple pie right here.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I think eventually we're going to get to me and Forrest's top five, and that could easily sneak into all three of ours. But we might try to switch things up for you, just so you don't see the same bottle over and over.
Man, I've never had a bourbon that actually tastes so distinctly like something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right off the rip, you get like I thought it was a dark fruit at first, and then it kind of like morphed into like this citrusy, tangy, almost like an apple with the peel still on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it was, boom, cinnamon, nutmeg spice, right?
Yep.
And that's what is staying with me all the way through and through, is cinnamon, nutmeg spice, which I love.
Baseball season started. We got apple pie. I mean, this is an American as bourbon as you can get.
No, it really is. It really is. It's fantastic.
The Elijah Craig's small batch is good. It's a good entry level. It's a good basic. But as you start to move on, it's it kind of got left behind. But I'm gonna tell you, Elijah Craig knocks it out of the park with their barrel proofs.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Well, I you just to a T. I was telling Forrest before you got here. As much as I do like the Elijah Craig small batch, I will not pass up on an Elijah Craig barrel proof. I have not had one that didn't just knock my socks off. I mean, they're all good. The private barrel here, I know here in Mecklenburg County, there's a private barrel select that you can get a few stores. I mean, they're just all right on time. They're great.
100%. Heaven Hill, I mean, they know what they're doing. I'm excited to go back to Heaven Hill in September.
Sure. Yeah.
And again, what the proof's 124?
112 on this one.
112.
So yeah, there's a couple other stores that had some picks that weekend that were a little bit higher proof, but I mean,
which is wild, right? Because this is 110, that's 112. I mean, they're right there together. I mean, it's what is it, a percentage point?
About 2 percentage point, and the proof is just, or the profiles themselves are so different.
So different.
I don't think that one drinks its proof at all.
That drinks like a 90 proof.
Yeah.
It really does.
That one's dangerous.
Yeah.
That one's dangerous. This one, you know what you're getting into.
Right. Yeah. Every Penelope I've had has been that way, though.
Yeah, I don't think any of them that we've had, because we did the barrel strength that you've got, the barrel strength one when we did our kind of barrel proof with the Elijah Craig and the Larceny, and even that one, didn't quite drink to its proof as a barrel strength bourbon, but that might come with the youth of the bourbon. But
I love the little red cinnamon candies, little red, not red hots, but the little red.
Hot tamales?
No, they're little red candies. A lot of times they use them for cooking and for whatever. That's what I get.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cinnamon
Yes.
candy at the end.
Yeah.
Great. It's not a burning. It's not the hot pepper type.
Yeah.
Feel, but man, just a great warm
Sure.
cinnamon finish on this.
Yeah.
It's a nice long finish. It's a great bottle.
It's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, and you're right. The floral notes on this is right there at the beginning as well.
Like I say, I can't put my finger on it to try to describe it. It's just like a fruity floral note, right? I mean, it's not like anything I've ever tasted before, but it's good.
Again, when Southern Spirits put this bottle out, then the first day or so, they pretty much went through what they were putting on the shelves. They've had it, and this one, again, I got in the Easter egg hunt there.
Yeah.
And I think they have a few more bottles they're going to bring out, some more allocation times, but
yeah,
it's definitely one we'll be looking for. That's for sure.
Yeah, we need a backup. We're halfway through this bottle.
Right,
right?
Yeah, and they're really good about that. When they first get something in, they'll put it out on the shelves and they'll put a certain amount out, and then they kind of tighten up that valve.
Right,
Don't let anything through until they do some of their hunts, and that's really part of the fun of it, or the misery of it if you don't find anything.
It's misery for me because I've been there 3 times for hunts and I can't walk around with my eyes open, right?
And then
I walked past that bottle twice
Yeah.
before Kevin picked it up.
And then my 16-month-old found something.
Yeah.
But that's because we had her practicing. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, both incredible store picks from a store that we're really, really happy to frequent and to participate in a lot of their stuff for. So if you're anywhere in the Charlotte or northern South Carolina area, head over to Indian Southern Spirits is where it's at.
Yeah.
They got a lot of great stuff.
100%.
You want to sign up to be on their what do they call it?
It's the weekly booze letter.
Yeah.
Booze letter. Yeah.
So this week they hit a bottle of Weller Antique 107.
Yep.
And they'll tell you when it goes out. And I think that one was found in about 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, they'll blast it out to anybody that subscribed, and then you just got to rush down there and hope you're the first one there. And you won't be, but you can try. And we're really happy with the picks that we've got and the fun that we've had there. Any final thoughts?
That's it.
Happy to be here.
Absolutely.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time on Sutton Bourbon and Smoke.